Tomorrow is the start of an important test series for the Proteas. We play India in the first test at Eden Gardens, which, by the way, reading some previews, they say that it is the best pitch in India for seamers, just looking back over the last 10 years. So does that change the way we select our team? Maybe an extra seamer. They say it's probably only going to start spinning judiciously from the third day onwards. But then again, you generally would bat first. So, I mean, you want to bat at least a day and a half. And then maybe by that time, it being a seaming pitch is irrelevant. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what team we select. Just looking back at the Pakistan tour, I'd say the only players that came out of it with plus points were Zorzi. He was the one batsman to score a century out of both teams. Rickelton averaged over 50 and Mutasamy averaged over 50, and he averaged under 20 with the ball. So a very good all-round performance from Mutasamy, even though he hardly bowled in the second test because Maharaj and Harmer bowled so well, who also had very good returns. The rest of the bowlers are kind of non-factors. And then the batsmen, no one else averaged like over 35. And that's really the issue. We don't have a single batsman in our squad that averages over 40 in their careers. And wow, if you think back to our great teams, we had multiple batsmen averaging in the 40s, a few 50 plus. But I have noticed that that's a trend in the world, where you don't have a lot of batsmen with great averages these days. I think T20 cricket has probably caused that. There's also been a lot of pitches that have been very bowler friendly over the last 5 or 6 years. So yeah, gone are the days where the top teams had stacked batting lineups. The bowlers are holding sway these days. So what team would I select? I've gone back and forth this morning with a few options. Do we go batter heavy? Generally, South Africa would do that. I mean, Markram, Rickelton, I'd go at 3 with Zorzi. I mean, he is an opener, so why wouldn't he bat 3? Rather move Stubbs down if he's going to play. Bavuma's back in, thankfully, a bit of stability, so that him at 4, maybe Stubbs at 5. Do we go Brevis at 6 and Verrynne at 7 and have a batter heavy team? And then bowling-wise, obviously Rabada, Harmer, Maharaj. And then do you go Jansen, with the left arm option, nice and tall, get some bounce out of the pitch. That would be a team. That would be 11. Or do you go with an extra all-rounder at 7, possibly Mulder? I mean, if you bowl first, his ability to swing the ball. Bosch, he's been very good, I must say. I mean, he's got a test 100, and he bowls that heavy ball. He's aggressive. He could get something out of the pitch, especially later in the test. Or Mutasamy, I mean, man, he had a very good test series with bat and ball. So do you go with the 3 spinners? I don't know. I do think they're going to go batter heavy, I think. But do they go 3 spinners and 1 seamer? I can't see only 1 seamer playing. That's risking things. So I think they're going to go Jansen, Rabada, Harmer, Maharaj, and then go with the 7 batsmen. But then do you go with those 7 batsmen? Stubbs did well to make his 70-something in the second test, and that certainly contributed to our win. But then he went and played a completely ridiculous, stupid shot when we had 4 runs to win. I mean, listen, Oak, your average is not great. Why would you just further screw up your average with that shot? Look, having said that, he shouldn't even have been there because Markram was batting very well. He was on 40-something of like 40-something balls. And then he plays an idiotic shot with 4 runs to win. So the captain's actually to blame that Stubbs was even in there. But yeah, man, the inconsistency of our batsmen, it's killing me, honestly. But you gotta use what you have. And I mean, I don't know, do we play Hamza? He scored a few runs in this SA A versus India A series. And maybe some of the guys need a kick up the arse. and bring him in and say, listen, because Verrynne scored absolutely nothing. I mean, he was like our worst frontline batsman in the Test series. And it's not like we need him to keep. Rickelton can keep. Stubbs can keep. So, and I don't know, maybe Rickelton, it would be quite a tough ask to open the batting and keep, especially in those conditions. So, the Zorzi can open, and then you maybe move, I don't know, maybe Hamza bats 3 or Stubbs moves up to 3, and Rickelton moves down the order. Having him come in at 6 or 7, that would strengthen the batting. So many options, so many questions. But if I was pressed for it to select a team, I would go Markram, Rickelton, Zorzi, Bavuma, Stubbs, Brevis, Verrynne. No, sorry, I wouldn't play Brevis because, I mean, he scored 150, but he didn't score much else. So Verrynne at 6. I know it shortens the batting slightly, but I want 5 bowlers. We need to take 20 wickets. I play Bosch. I just think that he can score runs. Jansen can score runs. Harmer can hold a bat. Maharaj can hold a bat. I mean, Rabada scored his best score of his career in that second test, and that's basically what won us the game. So Bosch, and then the two, well, Jansen, Maharaj, Harmer, Rabada. So that's my team, but I do think they're probably going to go batting heavy. The game starts fairly early, I think around possibly 5:36. I should have double checked that beforehand. But yeah, Test series in India is always fun. It's tense. But yeah, India got some gun batsmen and some very good bowlers, so it's going to be a test. And if we can get through that with a 1-1 result, I think that'll be a win.